Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll do something a little bit different. I have the items, my deck, the deck box, and my pulls from the Astral Radiance pre-release. I went to a pre-release at the local game store, played some games, got my butt kicked, but I'm going to go through my deck, what I was thinking with that, how it turned out, maybe briefly go over how the matches went. And then we'll look at the pulls themselves. I still need to sleeve them up. And then I guess this is kind of it for the time being until the end of the week here. Going to have a disgusting amount of Astral Radiance to open on the channel. But got to wait a little bit on that. So here we go. So Orangaroo would be pretty cool in a deck if only I had Pokemon tools. So not really very useful. You can search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon tool cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So, might be something that's viable with like a Honchkrow deck or something like that, but I didn't have any tool cards. I put them in the deck just for the sake of being beefy and taking colorless energy. So, it does 50 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, against like the Samurats and stuff like that, could have been a viable option. Also, not the greatest kits in terms of synergy, or I guess Pokemon that are really strong. Orangaroo V here, not exactly the strongest V to be pulling and using in your pre-release deck. So next we have kind of my strategy was to hopefully I'm playing against 3 people that are running V Pokemon. So our Miltank here, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V, would be super busted. And it was in the second matchup that I had, basically invincible at that point. You're not doing too much damage. I mean, 20 more for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if they keep benching Pokemon, you're doing more damage. But at the same time, if they can't even hit you, then you're pretty much cruising. Same with the Regice here. If the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon V, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So retreat, not all that easy in a pre-release. Same with Gust. So that's kind of something you have to take into consideration. Also, if you haven't done a pre-release, whether it's with friends or an actual event at a game store, I suggest doing so. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's got to start somewhere, so don't feel too bad. If you don't know what you're doing, find some friends that do. Usually, people are very, very friendly and will help you build your deck and play the game. So we got a couple Yanmas here. We're primarily a water deck, but we got the Yanmas for the Yanmegas, and just a heavy hitter for colorless energy. So we can just use water on him as well. And then we have this. If you have more cards in your hand than your opponent, this attack does 80 more damage, which is pretty juicy. I wasn't able to get these guys up and rolling. It's hard with just the 2/2 line. Would have been very good against the Samurat because it would hit for weakness. So you see the problem with this deck is largely the fact that we're hitting 120 here. We're hitting, not very much with the Miltank. We're hitting for 100. We're not hitting that 130 that we need in order to knock out a lot of the stuff from this pre-release itself. Here we have Keldeos, which are just easy to power up. 2 energies, 20 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon. Playing lots of Pokemon in this deck, so it's an easy 110 for 2 energies. And he's a basic Pokemon, so he's easy to get out there. We can see here we got 2 of them are from the kit, so they're the non-hollow variant. These Basculins, very dirty, but also just a little bit unfortunate. So we had this gather the crew, search your deck for 2 Pokemon, which is nice. There was tons of energy acceleration kind of stuff. Not in this deck. I didn't get those. There was the Magnezone and also the Samurai, I believe. You could discard an energy and draw a bunch of cards based on those. I think they both did kind of function the same way. Or the Magnezone was like search the top 6 or something and attach the energies. So we get the pre-release. That was the pre-release promo. The Basque Legion there. Then we also have 3 from the kit. I believe there was maybe there was only 2 in the kit, and 1 was from a booster pack itself. We played a similar format to what we were usually doing at the pre-release at home, in that you have your 3 extra packs. So you open your kit and you use the 3 extra packs as well. So 7 packs plus your pre-release little bundle of cards in order to build the deck. This is pretty busted. This Grudge Dive. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon during their last turn, this attack does 90 more damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. So pretty juicy stuff. Again, sucks a little bit that is not hitting for 130 because there's quite a few cards that are in that 130 range. So here are the trainers. Just usually want to get stuff that'll draw or search out Pokemon. So even if it's draw 3, it's kind of decent for pre-release format. Search your deck for water Pokemon with the Arita, Gloria. Search for basic Pokemon. Shuffle, draw, Zizu. This is pretty key. So we were looking at earlier where we needed for the Yan Mega to have more cards than our opponent. This allows us to draw cards until we have 1 more in our hand than our opponent. So super synergy with the Yan Mega. The only thing is you had to be careful that you have the energy already on your Yan Mega that you need, your 2 energy. I ran into a situation where I had to use this, but then I also had to attach an energy, and then I have the same number of energies as my opponent, and my Yan Mega doesn't do extra damage, which sucks pretty bad. Switch card, so switch your active Pokemon with 1 on your bench and heal it. And then we just have a bunch of water energies. So, not the strongest deck, unless going up against somebody that has Pokemon V in their arsenal. So that's pretty much it. The first matchup, I went up against Samurott. Very, very close matchup. Ended up losing 2 games, won a single game, so lost the best of 3. Second matchup, playing against a V deck. You pretty much know how that went. Just got in there with my immune to Pokemon V and 2-0'd. And then in the third match, I got 2-0'd. Just some unfortunate situations. There's a couple of the games where I do have a lot of energy in here, but couldn't find it at certain points in time. So we get the Marnie sleeves, as you guys saw. We get the Marnie coin in there, but I usually just roll the dice instead. Especially the jumbo coins are kind of a pain in the butt to flip and not end up all over the table, on the floor, whatever else. So let's take a look. We got a couple decent hits in there. I was hoping that there'd be leftover pre-release kits and packs, but there was not. So not the end of the world. Lots on the way in that regard. So we'll go through here. We got our trainers. I think I had these organized because when I was building the deck, typically I'll separate at least the trainer cards out to figure out which ones I want to use. We'll separate all the energies out here too. So in that kit, you also get a bunch of the energies for the typings that are in your deck. I got some Stantlers here that I didn't use. I should have done a little bit more research in terms of what the kits give you or what the kits have in them, just so that I'd know or have a better idea of what I should be picking in case I go up against stuff. But I did not have enough time, so I went in very, very blind in terms of knowing what's going on, what's happening. Let's get these energies out of here. Get the Drift Blend reverse. Dewant, Jubilife Village. Very cool. We get the Hisuian Growlithe, Bronzor, Usually sort usually like commons, uncommons, and then I'll sleeve up my reverses. We got the reverse Regigigas. I think there was a few people playing the Reggie cards. So you basically got to have all three: Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. Oh, you have to have all of them. That's nasty. Reggies for days. We got a Vespiquen. So if you guys see anything here that you would have played, by all means, feel free to let me know. Bisharp. Bisharp. We got the Overquill. Very cool. Put him over there. Let's see how much of the set I can actually piece together with the large amount that I'll be opening. So I did get a Rainbow Grant, but unfortunately not exactly the best card to incorporate into a water deck since it's for fighting types. So during this turn, you're fighting Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Which, if you had a fighting deck, that'd be pretty good in pre-release. Could mean like the difference between a knockout or not. And supporters, you don't have all that many of them in terms of like compared to a regular format where you're building your deck. You got to be a little bit picky with your supporter cards. Pre-release format, not so much, just because chances are you don't have like 4 copies of the things that you'd like optimally be playing. So we got a Shaman there. It's pretty cool. Azelf, we got the Lake Guardians. I used to be not crazy about the Lake Guardians, but I don't know, I like them now. They kind of they grew on me. With the Wait and See Turbo, Reverse, Jubilife Village, Dartrix, and a Driftblam. We get some code cards for everyone that was waiting. Code cards for the ladies. Upside down code card. This is for the Build and Battle box. Thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully this was a little bit interesting. I should have had Brandon film mine and me film his openings. Probably would have been better or more entertaining. That, or maybe I'll have to get a tripod of some sort and record it with my phone while I'm there. Probably more exciting to open it up, and then if I do have time, maybe I can go through what my thoughts are on why I built the deck the way that I built it, or even afterwards, I guess. Film another little clip. But yeah, if you guys have suggestions, if you like this, if you'd like to see something similar, if there's anything you'd like me to include, then by all means, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. See you tomorrow. We'll probably get back onto the lunch boxes. So be excited for that. Join the Discord. See you next time.